How's it going, bread boys and girls? Happy April Fools, guys. Today, if you don't know, Sneako apologized to Moist Critical. He may be absolutely fucking dumbfounded the fact he would actually apologize, since he, doubled down at least, 6 times. And before this apology, he said that he was being silenced by the Matrix and their agents can't stop saying his name and all the sorts, but I didn't respond to that. I didn't respond to the whole Moist Critical and Sneako situation until now, because everybody else has covered it already, but I haven't covered this. This is new stuff that I wanted to cover, and it's quite small. So I was like, hey, I might as well put my 2 bits in now. I kind of think Sneako had to apologize at this point because the whole situation, like when the mag incident with Moist Critical, he was saying that this is a magazine. That video got 11 million views. The whole internet's against him at this point, so everybody wants to hate on him, and I think he just apologized to get everybody off his back. Which is absolutely fucking hilarious to me, because I'm pretty sure Sneako has said multiple times that there's no such thing as bad publicity. So in his eyes, he should be super popular right now. He should be like, yes, thank you everybody for paying my rent. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Everybody thinks I'm a god. And if they don't, at least I think I'm a god. But no, he realized that he needed to retain his self-image, his self-respect. So to save himself, he apologized to Moist. But the actual apology video itself, it's kind of hard to agree with fully. It's not in a horrible apology video, but he doubles down kinda and then apologizes and also goes back on what he says. The actual apology video itself is just a mixed bag. It's like a fucking marble cheese of random shit. In the video, he also explains the fact that he actually goes to Japan to experience non-woke culture across the sea. He also explained a little bit better on why he was criticizing Moist. And of course, Sneako being him, he re-emphasizes why he's better than everybody else. Because, he knows that he has a giant fucking ego. If I had to name, a couple people that had that biggest ego, Jake Paul and Sneako are on, the top of my fucking list. But in the video, he says that people are just jealous of him because he's a tall, handsome alpha male. But even if this was true, besides status, people are gonna hate on your opinion, no matter what. Sneako, they're not hating on you because you're a tall, handsome man. They're hating on you because you have horrible takes. And you're becoming one of the most hated people on the internet, not because of what you look like, but what your words actually say, and your actions and how you respond to other people talking about you. You are clearly affected by it like you were affected by the whole cucking situation with your ex-girlfriend. Speaking of the cucking situation, he covers that in the video as well. Here, I'll actually play the clip now, so I don't have to explain it later.
This is why I was banned on YouTube. Today I'm in Japan. A society that has not yet been corrupted by wokeness, training hard, working every day, and seeing the world. But it's no secret that I have a degenerate past. Around 3 years ago, when I was 21 years old, I went to a swinger party with one of my girlfriends and joked about how traumatizing it was on a podcast. I was cheating on her a lot, and I felt bad, and I thought it would make us even if we swapped with a couple. I don't do it anymore, I don't recommend it, and seeing how many people call me a cuck for what I thought was a funny story, you should probably not do the same. I tried the lifestyle that the woke mind virus pushes, and it ends up being what the woke YouTubers try to shame me for. Kind of ironic.
So basically what Sneako is trying to say is that he's actually not a fucking cuck, and that he actually cheated on his girlfriend at the time, and just wanted to make things even, which is a fucking wild way to settle that argument. Very interesting way how to phrase it, and you kind of just admitted that you are a cheater. But I also understand that the past is the past and people change. And also now he just doesn't believe that haters actually exist in real life, people who hate on him, because nobody is confronting him in real life. Everybody's terminally online. He's never actually been confronted in real life. Nobody goes out and touches grass, apparently.
All the hate online, it dawned on me in Japan, why have I never had a single negative interaction in public outside every single day? They all shake my hand and ask me for a picture. Not even a little joke, haha, cuck. Never. The biggest haters just don't go outside.
Sneako, I believe that your old videos were really good, but right now they are absolute trash. And I actually think that you make horrible content and your views are all screwed up now. But even I wouldn't call you out in the middle of public. I wouldn't just go up to you in public, in front of everybody and just call you a cuck. Why would I go out of my way just to harass your ass? You did absolutely nothing to me. All you're doing is speaking random shit on the internet, and that's basically all it is. On the street, you're minding your own business, I'm minding my own. That's just how it is. I think that people just go up to people who they like and then just avoid everybody they hate. for example, Sneako, since, you know, he kind of just proved my point with him just not being able to see any haters around him. I also don't want to be assaulted by you, or I don't even want to get shot. I don't want to get hit by, like, your bodyguards or anything. Like, I don't know what the fuck you got around you whenever you go out in public. I know you got a gun, like, you wave that shit around on stream and shit, but I doubt you actually know how to use that firearm because your bitch ass can't tell the difference between a clip and a mag.
My girlfriends clearly didn't respect me. I never left the room, and I had absolutely no purpose in life. Today, I'm happy to say I'm in the best shape of my life. I became a millionaire, and my global network is only increasing.
Sneako. Put your ear up to, like, your headphones real quick, like right next to your fucking big ass $1 million speaker. I'm gonna just keep it a solid with you. Nobody gives a flying fuck you're a millionaire. Nobody does. Not a single fuck. Not a single care in the world. Nobody on this fucking earth cares about you having how much money you make every fucking day. I don't care. The fucking rocks at the beach don't care. The fucking ocean doesn't care. Saturn doesn't care. Nobody fucking cares, dog. Sneako, I don't know if you know this, but the people that you criticize are probably richer than you, including Moist Critical and, like, Brandon Buckingham, for example. And some of them even 10 times as rich as you. And they're not gonna mention it because they're not fucking losers and they're not insecure about how much money they make. But, you know, Sneako kind of gives off that fucking small dick energy. Like, you know, his nickname is Cucko for a fucking reason. Bro is definitely smoking way too much gas station weed to be thinking that he makes more money than Moist Critical. Alright, Cucko, I have to give you another message here. Listen here. Just one more time. Just one more time. Just listen. Hear me out. Having more money doesn't make you better than another person. Fucking mind blown. Absolute fucking brain matter combustion. Instantaneous. Cucko could not process any of that. He is on the floor dying, bleeding to fucking death. And please, nobody resuscitate him. Goofy ass fella really thinks anybody cares about, like, all of his networking and, like, how he doesn't play video games and how he works out. I think that's like every normal person. There's always somebody more successful than you, Sneako, and it doesn't make you better than other people. Get that through your thick ass fucking Neanderthal skull. Let people chill out in their lives instead of, like, speedrunning that shit. Not everybody is, like, power hungry and, like, full egotistical powerhouse like you, Sneako. Not everybody needs to fucking conquer the world. Not everybody's a sheeple if they don't want to become the next Hitler. Because they realize the other things in life that make life beautiful. And you think life is beautiful in a different way than that person does. That does not make you better than them, Sneako. You know, some people want to, like, acquire rocks instead of bitches, okay?
Moist Critical is the physical embodiment of everything that I stand against. And honestly, no disrespect to him. I don't dislike him. He's just the perfect example of a popular YouTuber that's brainwashed. I used to watch his videos when I was a teenager, just like a lot of my other haters. And today, he's everything that I don't want to be when I'm 30 years old. When I'm his age, I don't want to be playing children's video games, playing with for content, and using Satanism to be edgy. I don't want to drop the Antichrist for fun. What is this? Please someone tell me what they enjoy about this.
Cucko, I don't know if you know this, but you don't have to feed into, like, literally everything somebody fucking says. Bro's literally got a game of Twister going on in his fucking mind to, like, figure out what's wrong with fucking Charlie. Like, what's wrong with his edgy ass content that's actually funny. What the fuck, man? I bet Sneako's chromosomes look like a fucking Wii Fit board. Okay, but besides, like, making fun of Sneako, I can kind of see why he hates him. Like, at least he goes in more depth, and it actually kind of makes sense, like, for the Antichrist, like, argument. Like, sure, he does make edgy content, and it goes against, like, all different types of religious, like, figures and all sorts. For religious reasons, I can kind of get it. But people like Moist Critical because he's funny. And he's also humble. That Mr. Cucko can definitely, like, start learning. Like, if you're a very Christ-like person, shouldn't you, like, lower your ego? Isn't, like, the whole point? Like, be under a god or gods? And not, like, think of yourself as a god? I really wouldn't put it behind Sneaky to, like, make his own religion. And sure, some of Charlie's content is a little bit controversial. But, you know, it's like, he lives in America. It's kind of like a freedom of speech thing. So I don't think you can really criticize him for that. Like, Charlie is a nice, humble dude. I could name at least, like, a couple thousand different YouTubers that are actually brainwashed, but you choose, like, Charlie as, like, a brainwashed person. That doesn't make any fucking sense in my mind. Like, bro just does it for the giggles and laughs and pissing and shitting. Like, that's literally all it is. I doubt he actually believes in anything he actually fucking says. He's, like, one of the most nicest people I could, like, think of right now, right next to, like, Mr. Beast. Like, Snickerdoodle, you could have at least, like, chose a way better target. Like, you were just badgering a bunch of times. He just has long hair, you know. He looked like a nice looking fella, and you just like showed a picture of him and his girlfriend and like clowned on him. Like, Mr. Snickerbar, I really didn't think that you would steep this low. Like, that was just an L move, not very cash money of you, pal. And then you got mad when he responded. He also still fucking defends the movie Cuties.
I will continue to defend the movie Cuties until Moist Critical decides to debate me about it. Nobody who hates the movie Cuties has seen it.
Alright, nice pair of sneakers. I don't know if you know this, but I don't like watching child porn. So yeah, that's kind of off the fucking table. I don't need to like look at it. I don't need to watch it to be able to just tell that it's a horrible fucking movie. Like, nobody is actually arguing that the message wasn't there, but the used child actors. It's literally kids shaking their fucking ass. Sneako, you're going overboard on this shit, bro. Your brain must be cooking like a fucking like mini propane grill, like I'd bring to camping. Sure, you can like the message behind Cuties, but you can also hate the fucking movie, like everything else about it. Sure, I can say that the fucking message is good, but, like, I still fucking hate the movie because they use child actors to do sexual fucking acts. That is wild. Your brain works like a fucking bop it if you think that movie is good. And if you're defending that shit, you will get a horrible rep for that shit. For, you know, defending a movie that has kids shaking their ass. Anyway, I didn't know I needed to fucking tell you this shit. This is so I'm actually done with this video. Like, I'm so fucking done with this shit. Like, this is just common sense at this point. Like, this is incentivizing, like, kids to do this. This is degenerate fucking shit, Sneako. I'm saying that they could have portrayed this message with, like, adult actors. You know, like what they did in the 90s, where they, like, pretended that teens in high school movies and shit were actually teens, even though they were, like, in their fucking 20s. Like the actors themselves.
A lot of the hatred is justified. I should not have been attacking the people in the soy boy collage as much as I was, but I held a lot of resentment because they actively tried to get me banned on YouTube. They encouraged their followers to go and report my page. They celebrated when I was canceled for telling the truth.
Hey, this is not going to be a normal video. Today I want to briefly talk about the content creator Sneako and ask YouTube to ban him from the platform.
They publicly tried to ruin my life's work, destroy my income, all because they disagree with my worldview.
This is kind of like the only point I kind of agree with, because I don't really agree with the whole ban somebody for their opinion kind of thing, unless it's like Nazism or like fucking racism or sexism. That type of shit's kind of fucking whack. And sure, Sneako had some fucking horrible takes, but on his other channel, he actually made some decent ass fucking content. Like, he was every YouTuber's favorite YouTuber until he like joined on the alpha male train. I still think that Snickerdoodle could have like changed in some way to be able to like create that creative content again. But also deep inside, I know that Mr. Sneaky really just doesn't care anymore, and he's just saying this to get people off their back. I haven't really like researched too much on really why people hated Sneako very, very much, so I won't speak on that. Like, I'm not gonna defend anything he says because I know Sneako has some fucking horrible takes. But I just would like to know how this super hated person on the internet, besides being on like the alpha male train and saying some shitty ass takes in the whole Moist Critical situation. But if it's all opinions, then I don't believe it's actually cool to like try to take away Sneako's living for this. Unless it's, you know, misinformation. But then again, two wrongs don't really make a right, Sneako. You can't really like make fun of people and like make a soy boy list and like get really fucking salty whenever like somebody wants you banned. You should just ignore it, or it's gonna get fucking worse. It's just gonna get horrible. It's why you're kind of getting backed into a corner. This is where you're kind of getting bullied on the internet. It's because you're so easy to make fun of. Because everybody you make fun of, you call a soy boy, even though you have everything that you criticize. Like, you seem to whine about everything. You fucking have thin ass skin, and you're very sensitive about what people say about you. But anyway, let's move on.
And let's be honest, there is a clear pattern with the people that hate me. I don't say it to be cocky, but I am tall, I'm good looking, and I'm successful. This is why the #1 criticism is wannabe alpha male Sneako. Oh, this alpha male. It's rooted in jealousy and the idea that masculinity is a bad thing.
I don't even know what dude is even rambling about anymore. Bro is definitely off the perk 30. Like, I have absolutely no idea what kind of black tar heroin in Japan you're smoking, but please pass me some. Holy. How does bro not get that the whole alpha male thing that people are criticizing you for derives from you being part of a Andrew Tate's jerk circle. It's also like the people you surround yourself with, like for example, you hanging out with Fresh and Fit, with your quote unquote networking, and also with your whole vibe. Like you always like try to embrace masculinity. You always try to like show people the way and how to live their lives. You know, like an alpha male. You're also like very high in your ego scale. It just kind of makes fucking sense, you dipshit. Of course, I love the core of what Sneako is actually saying. Like, be disciplined, go work out, go do shit with your lives instead of like sitting down and eating fucking potato chips like a fat ass. Escape the 9 to 5 matrix, they like to fucking call it. Like, all of those core concepts are not that bad. But like when you start adding on things like cuties and shit, that's where I start like jumping off the fucking Sneako plane. And that's where like I start falling into the making funny you train, you know? Yo, Sneako, if I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, if you just kept all of those core concepts, you would be fucking chilling. Like, me and you need to have a talk, or you need to talk to yourself in the mirror and be like, yo, I need to chill the fuck out.
I'm officially retiring the soy boy image. I forgive everybody who advocated for my cancellation or made documentaries about me, and I'm ditching my attacking style of streaming. And I apologize to Moist Critical for showing a picture on stream of you and your girlfriend. That was not very Christ-like. I'm sorry.
Let's go, bread boys! Guess what? He fucking apologized. Credit where credit is due. Congratulations, Sneako, you finally apologized. Gold star and a pat on the back. Good fucking job. Thumbs up. I know damn well that took so much fucking power out of him to say that shit. But also, that is a pretty good, like, portion of the video there. He's just apologizing. There's nothing really to say. Good on you, bud. But I also just suspect he's just apologizing because he realizes that he fucking, like, took the wrong beehive and he realizes the bees are fucking stinging him really bad. So then he just apologized to Moist Critical to get the ops off his ass. I did not expect that from Sneaky. It was a genuine apology, but I still suspect that it was just because of the weight of the situation. I'll let you guys have a great discussion in the comments. I'm very sorry that this is a long ass fucking video. But, you know, I really needed to start goofing Sneako's ass because I missed out on the whole fucking Moist Critical and Sneako kind of situation. I'm very sorry about that, guys. But I'll try to catch up on all of the new controversies and stuff. So, yeah, that's kind of all I got for you guys today. Yeah, many bitches in your future. And remember, stay hydrated.